What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I had to come on over here because I wanted to talk to my folk. I couldn't, y'all know what? We got to chunk it up as, a lot of people were blocked on that other channel. And until I can get over there and figure out how to unblock folk. But we still going to let that stop us from going over there. My mama-in-law's in the building. Mika's in the building. I know Mika. Pam, hey Pam, how you doing? Yeah, so it's really crazy. I know it's crazy, but you got to realize everything that the 4C game been through, but it's all gonna work out for the good. It's all gonna work out for the good. But I'm gonna utilize all my channels. I'm gonna just have to learn how to go in there and just unmod everybody and start that over. Because I think somebody just now was blocked. They just now blocked Upward Independent Thinker because she didn't even have that name. And so for her to be blocked now on that channel is somebody being deceitful. And it ain't even who y'all think it is. I think it's somebody else. But I'm going to go on that channel and unmod everybody. I will figure that out. But until then, that's one good thing about having multiple. Can't nobody block nobody over here. Well, I can unblock you over here. I can block folk over here. No, it's someone that used to be a mod, yes. I don't think it's who everybody think it is. I don't think it's Coco. I think that she did block some folk that are still blocked, but not this new. I don't think it, but we'll figure all that out. Anyway, y'all, I didn't like being over the net. Y'all not being able to conversate. My mama said me either. I know, neither do I. So, but I have a good idea of who it might be. I know you would think we don't bother nobody. You would think we don't bother nobody what we're doing. I don't even pay attention to what other people are doing. And so for that to still be a problem. But it's my fault for not remembering stuff to be able to go in there. But I will go in there. It will be fixed. It will be fixed. I might have to take that up and I might have to really get in contact with YouTube to figure out how do I fix that problem? How do I fix the problem? But that lets you know when you have somebody bothered. Somebody's bothered. Somebody's bothered. And it's all good. It's all good. But see, I can see who's blocked over here, who's not blocked, and whoever's being deceitful like that. I don't get it. Pam said it best. That's crazy and silly. That's somebody who have nothing to do in life. But it's all good. It's all good. I hope it ain't nobody over 50. Please don't let it be nobody over 50. But we have some people out here in their 60s acting silly and childish as hell. Come on, somebody. You got people damn near 60 and in their 60s that will allow little shit like this to get them. Well, I'll be 57 and I don't give a damn who is that, who chat. I haven't even looked at it like that. Never. Just that they were even deleting my comment. No, you must have been. I didn't see him at all. I never seen him. But it's all good. It's all good. We got a safe haven over here. It's all right. It's all right. It's sad, but it's all right. It is sad, but it's all right. I'm gonna figure it out. Hey, Upward, onward, 12:52. I saw my comments then after about 10 minutes going to keep it cute. But I ain't gonna say what I want to say. I'm going. No, Mama, I'm good. When we could keep it real. I saw my comments then after about 10 minutes. They deleted them. See, I never saw it, so that meant that it just blocked. No, let's keep it real. Let's keep it cute. I put in a link in here, y'all. Let's talk about. Can y'all believe that we still going through that? Can y'all believe we still going through that? Well, you want to come up here as well? Independent thinker. Because I can't believe you was blocked over there under independent thinker when you would never. That was never you. So it's making me wonder: is somebody blocking now? Oh, I got to give her a wrench. She got a wrench under independent. She don't have a wrench under upward. Yeah, I have to give her one. Let me see. Can I give her one here? I have to go back and make her a mod under this. My mama tells her, oh, they don't like her. You know, it's amazing how y'all be surprised people smile in y'all face and don't like y'all. You'd be surprised people will smile in your face and don't like you. I can't stand people say, oh, I ain't got a problem. I ain't got no problem. I would say, I wonder why. Oh, well, I dropped the link. Oh, well, I dropped the link because I'm trying to get to the bottom of what you blocking now or I say, oh, they can't take our realness. It's a shame, though. Who is still watching? I'm not understanding. It
Hey,
makes my ankle hurt. What's going on?
hey, not a whole lot. Just trying to figure out what's going on. I know I'm not going cuckoo.
Well, boy, you were you were under my channel under Independent Thinker first, right?
No, I started out with Upward. I went to Independent Thinker because Upward was blocked.
So I wonder, how is it that we were able to see you under Upward, but not Independent Thinker under comedian Michael Allen, Cook with comedian Michael Allen?
I guess
That had
it's
to,
un,
that had
un
to just be done.
huh?
That was just done.
Well, mm, I've seen stranger things happen, but I'm like, okay. Now, what could little old me have done to upset someone's sensibility that they don't like me enough to go and block me being part of
I
your
think,
camp?
yeah, I think what it is, even to this point of now, I don't think it's who anybody think it is or who said that they were doing it. I don't even think it's them. You know, you have a new class, a new brash of haters. You have people that will smile in your face and 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 act like they have no problem with you and will let you have it.
Well, let me say
And
this
that's
in
uh,
response. Hate on, hater.
uh, and because I'm like you know, that is one of my pet peeves when it comes to people. I'm not going to sit there and say to you, I don't have a problem with you when I know I do. I'd rather just say no comment. I'd rather just say, I'm good. I'm good on you.
It's silly to me, especially when we call ourselves adult and, we're women or men of a certain, come on, like, when do we grow up?
Well, let's keep it real.
Yeah,
We
it's a
have a
big,
lot of old. We have a lot of old fools out here.
yeah.
We have a lot of people out here that are of a certain age that stuff that bother them, you would really it shocks you.
Well, hell, I don't know what I could have done. I mean, just because I have questions, people don't to ask questions. I never have and never will be a yes man. So, I don't care who it is.
Well, still to this day, I'm shocked of the heat you took for saying I'm side eyeing you. I'm side eyeing this comment.
Oh my God.
I'm side eyeing this story.
Well, I realized something because today I was watching a YouTube video and the woman was saying exactly just matter of fact that they panel of people and they side eyed somebody, and I was like, oh my God, hold on, what's the time stamp? Because I wanted to send it to you. Like, this is common language, but I realized something. When I made the statement, I must have said it to someone who was, I don't know, but I can only assume there's a major age difference because it just, I guess I was shocked and appalled to know that it wasn't common language. I mean, it is where I'm from, everyday language. So I was just taken aback, honestly. I still am.
You
I'm
know,
just damn one
it was.
state
No, I'm gonna tell you that
fired
it
up.
had nothing to do with the age because you had older people that looked at you and said, "Oh, you were being messy." It had something to do with how the people felt. It was their feelings. It had nothing to do because if they weren't in their feelings and listened to it, because the story you were side eyeing the story, which a lot of people did. They just didn't use the word side eye.
And believe me,
And the
it's
only
that.
people that the only people that jumped on that bandwagon with that was people that had an issue with you.
But the question is, why have an issue with me? I'm just somebody that's normally in the chat, and you invited me up. We started talking about the word, and we've had conversations. Why do people take issue with that? Because it's not them. Is that the issue? I mean, make it make sense.
Yeah,
And I'm not being.
yeah. But then again, let's go here. How can somebody have an issue with somebody because it's not them, but they don't want to come up and they don't come up?
Yeah.
Make it make sense. We've asked people to come up and they didn't. You have some people that watch from the bushes and never make a comment or never come in or never say nothing.
I don't know. I mean, I could see it more so if the individual who has their feathers flared, or their panties in a bunch. I mean, let's be adult about it. What is the issue? Let's get to the bottom of it. Or is there even a possibility? I'm mature enough and woman enough to have a discussion without having an adult temper tantrum. It's just it's not that serious to me. But I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, why can't adults, male, female, can't adults play well with others? I mean, I don't know. It just is
But
my
my thing is this though, I cannot stand, and it's women that do this. Women
always.
that have an issue, and what makes it, Mama said in Delaree's voice, kiss my entire ass. But my thing is that I'm not gonna sit by idly and somebody say, "Oh, I don't have an issue with somebody," and all they do is talk about that person. Or even like when I called out old girl and said, "No, you do have an issue." Stop saying it, because now you gaslighting the person, and then you gaslight me like I'm a fool. Don't tell me behind the scenes you don't like somebody, and then as we're talking, and I'm like, "Look, let's deal with this." Oh no, but we cool. No, you're not. That's not what you just fucking said, and that's what pisses me off.
Well, as for me, I'll be honest and tell you, I could give a rat's ass. Trust and believe, I really could, because it ain't stopping that one thing that's happening in my universe. So if they don't like me because of my participation in your channel, I mean that's all it can be, because they don't know me. They don't know who I am. And truth be told, if they knew who I really was, um, I mean I'm a toot my own damn horn. They be missing out on a cool person. And hey, I'm not sad or discombobulated behind it. Hey, that's their loss, not mine. And like I always say, build a bridge and get over it.
If you have an issue, you have an issue if you made a whole live about it. Yeah, but you know what? Maybe I should be tooting my own horn, because for people to be upset because I befriend people, and yet why people be upset about me befriending people? Because the type of friend they've been to me, I don't need them motherfucking friends if that's how they are.
Yeah. And I mean, I could see it being a total travesty if YouTube was the place you found friendship. I mean, that's pretty sad and depressing. But I thank God, with or without YouTube participation, my life is fulfilled, very fulfilled. So
Yeah.
whether they like me or don't like me, I'm gonna continue to be blessed. So keep
Well,
on,
it's amazing how it went from your comment of the side eye to your ponytail. And so, man, I rolled with it and cracked jokes about it. That's why that's why I wanted to interview the ponytail, because I thought it was fucking ridiculous.
It is. I mean, hey.
But none of these folk, and listen, I'm a man. I'm a grown ass man. I can be friends with whoever I want. I deal with whoever I want to. But this is the thing. How you get mad about some things on here, but in my real life you don't give a fuck about shit?
Maybe it's all about what it looks like.
Right.
The
This here, this YouTube shit is the least of what I'm worried about. You
right.
know what I'm saying? For me to get on here and give a fuck about what somebody think about who's on my panel, dial me and see how the fuck I'm doing.
Mm.
How about that? But you give a fuck about who on my panel, but you don't give a fuck about my pain and this terrible pain I'm going through. And I'm
Well,
not just Michael Land, I'm talking about physical. Don't call and check to say, hey, how you doing? Come on. It's bullshit.
it's absolutely wild. So at least um at least the love or slash hate or whatever it is, at least it was distributed distributed equally. Like, wow, really? That's
Well,
nuts.
I think Goody when Mika might have already been and my mama Tara might have already been blocked over there.
That's insane. It really is. I mean, what blocking them gonna do? Just cut off all. To me, that's kind of narcissistic because isn't that what narcissists do? They isolate you.
That's why.
Yeah. So is that like an attempt to isolate you, all the people you've made connect, to cut them off if you talk to them on a maybe is there a limit as to how many times you can talk or interact before you get cut off? I mean, like, how does this work?
I don't. It was people I think it was people that thought they were hurting me. Just because you block somebody, don't mean they can't stop watching you. It only means they can't comment.
My point exactly. But it's
Yeah.
so stupid. It's like, I don't get it. I guess I don't think like that. I don't operate like that.
But
Even if,
I guarantee you, you just were blocked. You were just blocked.
okay, it ain't really stopped nothing, but okay, you feel better now. Got your rocks off. I mean, what were you after? What are you looking for?
My look at my mom and tell me, was it the international travel? No, it was not. It was not. What a new name, international traveler. Oh,
Back me up.
oh.
I
Wait, she said, was it the 30 years? Oh, she give it all the hints.
right.
No, she's not a moderator over there. She's not. I never made her a moderator.
Well, that only leaves select few who made moderators or moderators with powers.
With issues. Moderators were ill, but moderators were issues. Oh yeah, I might have to go back to emergency tomorrow. If my leg do me like it did me last night, baby, I will be in a Uber, ambulance, or something.
Mm-mm.
Because this the way
Hope you feel better. Crazy.
I done did everything to try to get this shit together.
Well, I pray for your leg along the person feelings. Potent.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a crying shame, but
I mean, that's why we have the ability to use our words. Can you imagine, like, if you go all the way back, do a time lapse and go all the way back to the beginning when this person or these people, whomever, was a child and at the daycare center? Can you imagine the behavior that kid was blank? 'Cause 9 times out of 10, if you look at the behaviors that people are displaying, like right now at this point, and go back to that point, I'll bet you some of them were the hell raisers back then as little ones in playgroup. Probably was all
right,
time out.
right.
Or getting abused.
Or like I said, or to be that deceitful. That's why I have. Okay, let me take this. Oh, this damn foot. Hold on. Oh Lord, I don't know if it get a certain time of day that this shit wants to start hurting me. But
Are you doing more in the daytime than you are at night?
no, I'm laying. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is, oh, hold on. Ah, okay.
Else I just thought of too, blood pressure. Maybe pressure changes during the different
My mama said maybe you need to go back. I think I do. Hey,
times.
Miss Aria Smith, how you doing, baby? I think I might have to go back because for one, my insurance did not cover the lidocaine patch, and I'm like, well, what the hell I got the insurance for? Which is pissing me off. Um, they gave me muscle relaxers, which that ain't helping. I've been plopping them like candy. Um, so eventually, I think I am gonna have to go back, and it just may be tomorrow. If it's not tonight,
Oh wow, sucks.
because last night it was so hard on me,
Mm, mm-mm. Well, I
so
sure
hard.
hope you get some relief.
I just want to get a good night's sleep. And look, every time I do get a good night's sleep, my phone rings. I wake up. I gotta pee. It's something. It is something, baby. Matter of fact, I've been soaking it. Hold up. Keep telling me soaking in some hot water. Hold on.
Okay, poor thing. Yeah. Oh, hey, Miss, how are you? And oh, guess what? Now I can see the comments, but I can't see the other screen. I'm gonna just stay in the comments. Hey, Brandy. I hope y'all have a good day. I am, despite the little hiccup. Yeah, I'm just blown away and taken aback. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right there. You are so. Ooh, yeah, I'm not ready for this. The weather is getting cold. I wanted to stay summer forever. Ooh, I can't stand the heat. I hope you have a wonderful week. I have, despite being down, man down. I had a situation and a circumstance, um, but then I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, but I feel a million times better. Last week it hit me on Thursday or Friday night, and I knew the moment I got sick. I had just gotten in, I sat down, and out of nowhere, I wasn't coughing, sneezing, or anything, and out of nowhere, my nose was running. I was like, what is going? And I mean, by the minute, it was like it was just knocking me down. And
Well,
after
you could
2
tell you got a cold.
yeah, I kinda like the raspiness, you know, I like it. I don't like getting to this point, but I like quantity.
Hey, Brandy, how you doing? Chair said don't take too many muscle relaxers, but because the heart is the muscle. Oh, I have
Oh,
been plopping like crazy. Oh my God. I have been plopping these like crazy. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, I have been plopping because that's the only thing I got. I have been plop, 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 plopping them. It
but
say take two. Let's say take two at a time. I've been taking 6 and 8.
oh, for the love of God and all things holy, are you serious?
Yes, I took 6, 8. Yeah,
Uh-uh. It's
yes, I've
any
been taking.
Any medicine though, you shouldn't, go beyond the what they call it, whatever the instruction shouldn't go. They put it like that for a reason.
Well, I needed something.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, this water is so hot. I can't even get my foot in it.
Yeah.
It's almost to the point I want to cut it off.
Oh, you see what Martin Smith said. You know what? After that experience, I'm pulling my man in because yeah, it was a nightmare. Yeah, I don't even wish that on my worst enemy, not even on the people that blocked all of us.
Well, I got a feeling I'm gonna be going to emergency tonight.
Oh no.
If I can just make it one more day, and then my energy has been so down, I can't get up and do anything. I don't. You know what? I need to wear me a mind. I'm not around anybody. I'm not.
Well,
I have not been outside. I have not.
do you even have a man?
Do I? Yeah. A Halloween.
See, that's
Okay, I was joking.
yeah.
Oh, I'm trying. You have any Epsom salt? No, that's what I need. Some Epsom salt. But I'm too lazy. I'm too late. Listen, I want some soda so bad, y'all. Even though I've been drinking water, but I want soda, and I'm too lazy to even. I can't even get an Uber to the store because I won't. I don't feel like getting an Uber. Um, I Uber had some. What is it? The Uber, the Popeyes. Thank you, Upward. And then they left my damn out of everything. They left the damn soda. Son of a bitches. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, I'm trying to get my foot down in this water. I can't look. I have not shaved. I can't show my face because I just it's terrible. And you say what?
You're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I wish all them people that's blocking folk would instead of blocking people, come on over here and give me some words of encouragement.
Right.
Yeah, stop blocking folk and block this nerves so I can stop feeling this damn pain.
Right. That's where the block is needed. Block the
Block
pain.
the nerve pain. Shit. Nope, I don't have. Somebody else said that. But my foot has went down. I'm too lazy to even make the appointment. Let me show y'all how bad. My health insurance called me. I was in so much pain. I said, look, Brandon said, did y'all see children had sewing needles in the can? Oh no. I was feeling so bad that when my insurance people called my health insurance, and they were like, ooh, I got that foot in. Oh, oh shit, that burn. Oh, hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah, tonight gonna be one of them nights, y'all. I'll be sitting in emergency. I got a feeling. But anyway, I was hurt so bad, and Lay was like, "We're trying to get, let's get this together." I said, "Ma'am, you got to call me back. I can't even talk. I can't even talk." Tell your fiance, I was like, "What up? What up? What up?" Tell him thank you as well. I made it back home, but I might be going back because I don't think they're gonna keep me this time. But you know what I want them to do? I just hate to have to walk around like that. When they give you the shot to block the nerves so you don't feel nothing, and it feel like you're on when you sit on the toilet too long, and your leg fall asleep. The leg fall asleep. That's what I would be feeling.
That is a terrible feeling.
I know.
Oh my God.
But I'd rather feel that than the pain.
Yeah. Oh
I'd
goodness.
rather feel that than I would. And look, because when they did it, it was cool, but I kept trying to move my toes and I couldn't. Oh my God. That was the hardest part of wanting to move my toes. Just wanting to wiggle them. And I could not wiggle them for shit. And so at that moment, I knew what it felt like to be paralyzed.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh my God, what if I had to go through life not being able to wiggle my damn toe? And it took like 2 to 3 days to wear off.
Oh
So
wow.
can you imagine me going that long without being able to wiggle my damn toes
Uh-uh.
and touching it and not being able to feel it?
Man,
But I would rather take that feeling than go through what the feeling I'm going through now.
that's terrible. I hope you get whatever's gonna suit your fancy. Keep you out of pain without tearing up your stomach.
And look, this has been going. You see how long I've been going through this though?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Hey, Alice.
It's been like too long.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
something.
Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. So I ain't been able to go do nothing that I want to. Y'all don't give me. I still got to go fund me, y'all. I still ain't went and done none of that. So I ain't even asked for it on that because I can't get able to go do anything.
Mm.
I was like, just go outside and get some air. I was like, I don't want to.
No, go sit in the sun. Let the
Look,
sun needs
when I leave, when I leave here, it will be to go to the hospital. That's the
Mm-mm-mm.
only place. That's the only place.
Yeah.
Yes. Look,
Look,
if they
and
only, if they, look, it's so bad, y'all. If they don't want to keep me, I will go eat, take a bite of some raw chicken just to get food poisoning.
uh-uh, uh-uh, uh-uh.
But
That's the thought of it.
but that's how bad it hurt that I was willing to get food poisoning.
Yeah, that's pretty. But I mean, seriously, with the sun going out and sitting in it at least for 10 minutes, and Tara's right, it is a healing. I know when I was
But
with the sun.
it's,
Mm, go ahead.
that is so easy said. It's a battle just to get up from the bed to come to the couch.
Well, look,
It's a
uh,
battle.
it works wonders. I did not believe it until I experienced it myself. I felt like, my worst day being ill. And I had a cold then, and this when the summer first came in, and I went out there. It was really, really hot, the hottest part of the day, and it was like sitting in the infrared sauna. And I sat out there as long as I could, and it was almost like it was burning, or yeah, burning the sickness out of my body. And I promise you, I became a believer that day on what the sun, being outside in the elements, what it can do for you. You can't convince me otherwise, because I felt so much better after.
Mine's just if it was sickness, it would be all right. But mine's is just the pain. The sun will only intensify my pain,
Mm,
and that's if that pain go away, then mentally I'm gonna be all right. It's I can't even really deal with the mental too much because of the pain.
yeah.
And um, oh shit, it is what it is. Trouble don't last always.
Mm-mm.
Joy comes in the morning.
Right.
Um, I got my foot in this hot water. It's going down.
Well,
Okay, now huh?
I'm just I'm vibing with what you're saying. That's all. Oh, I didn't say anything. Agree.
No, us and Brandy, that's a shame. People trying to hurt children. They've been doing that. That ain't nothing new. I don't. I used to say it's a shame how they have to do the trunk or treat, but hell, you got to write some people in your trunk.
Yeah. Up here
Look at them.
where
Look at the guy.
I'm sorry, this now I don't know. It wasn't this year, but I've heard in previous years where they've given kids the synthetic drugs. Um, yeah, I guess like whatever. I don't even know what the stuff is called. I don't know, but they instead of can
K2I.
yeah, yeah, it's terrible. Who thinks of evil stuff like that? I don't know. Just all this low vibrational stuff. It's mind blowing. I just don't know how people get to a low point where they will want to do harm like that, and especially the children. It can't be somebody playing with a full deck. It just can't be.
You have some people wake up miserable. Like I never understood how remember the Atlanta child murderer. Remember the black guy that killed 50 something black children.
Oh, that you
The Atlanta child. Yeah.
can't think of his name. The black guy with the afro and the little Kris Kringle eyeglasses.
Yes.
Name
What happened to him?
I know in about 2 years ago, maybe not. They had him Wayne something. I think I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue, but they had come back and I guess they were reopening his case. They were saying that he wasn't guilty. Um, Hold on. Yeah, they had it. It's not been that long ago, but I had stopped following it. So right now,
Look, why have I been thinking about Laura Bush and how does she look? Is Laura Bush still living?
I don't know. Where's all these questions coming from? What's making you think of this stuff? I don't know. She's a pretty lady.
I don't know either. Look, and it's the and it's what's the son name? Bush.
And George, Jeb.
It's the son still living as well.
You asked in the chat. You asked me. No.
My mama said she don't believe that he ever did. I believe it was someone that kid trusted, like a police officer. I think he did some of them, but not all of them. I think he's guilty of some of them, but not all of them.
Hold on. His name. Oh, Wayne Williams.
What was it?
Wayne Williams. Wayne Bertram Williams.
Is he still locked up?
Now that I don't know, CMA. I don't know. Let me see what I can find. I know trying to think of his name, it was driving me crazy. Let me see. Where is he today? Where is he?
Shout out to my cousin. They had his memorial service today. I could not make it, but rest in peace, Dave. Better known as Lucky.
Yeah, he's still in.
Oh, he is.
Mm-hmm. 2 life sentences.
I'm sure they done tore his booty all up in there.
Oh, child. So,
Oh, lucky bitch. No, I'm joking.
okay, so in 20, they announced that they were examining evidence from the cases using modern DNA testing technology to provide closure to the families, though no new results have been made public as of late 2022. He was denied parole in November and is next eligible for parole consideration in November of 2027. Wow.
Baby, look, people were scared to go to Atlanta for a while.
I'm sure. Wayne Williams.
You know what? Our children in Detroit, we never had that problem with the children in Detroit.
Hmm.
No.
That's a good.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, I should get the feeling much better. Let's see. Still life for me. The parents had told to talk to them. They never told them don't talk to the police. They planted shit on that man because they didn't want a race riot, or they didn't want a race riot. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I kind of suspected it too, honestly, but that man looked a little weird. Maybe that's why they targeted him. If it's
And he was gay.
allegedly. You said what now?
And he was gay.
Was he?
Child, you could look at him and he was a nerdy gay guy.
Oh man. So how you look at somebody and tell they gay?
So easily.
I don't know.
Easily.
I think there's some that stand out gay. I didn't see gay in it. Some that are flamboyant. Like, would you look at Mark? Would you know that he was gay just because he handicapped
Who?
Shamar?
You say Shamar?
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. You got ugly, you have no choice but to suck someday. Um, there's a lot of people you can tell about their words that they say.
But
Some people, most people that have been in prison have gay tendencies. Most people that switch, most people that talk about um, women or always defending themselves and not being gay are gay. Um, Especially when nobody. And then listen, when you have a lot of people that ask a person if they're gay, everybody couldn't be seeing the wrong thing.
shout out, come out and ask. I don't even know. Even if I wondered and it was driving me that crazy, I still would not have the gall to even ask somebody that. It's like, what makes it okay to ask somebody if they're gay? I mean,
Well, listen, now I'll say this: a lot of people, and they do this a lot of times. They'll be like, um, if you have a man that say, "Oh yeah, my girlfriend or my wife," or "Yeah, I love pussy," and you go, "Wait a minute, you're not gay? I thought you were gay." That's when that would come out. That is that would be an appropriate time to say, "Wait, you're not gay."
so, I can just imagine, and then yeah, it's somebody like you, because I could so see you doing that. Like, wait, What? Why you really not gay? I can so see it, and it will work.
Wait, that has happened so many times to me where I've looked and I always be like, girl, please, or bitch, please. But you're like, excuse me, you say what? You know, I have a friend and a gay friend, and they got married, and I knew they were gay.
Mm-hmm.
And so anytime somebody would say they were gay, the first thing they be, you know, my wife, and I'd be like, baby, it changed to negate the fact that you still a gay, you gay. Or bisexual at the most. Um, but you have a, you know, that's why when you have a lot of people that come out, and
Mm-hmm.
especially these celebrities, they'll go, I'm bisexual. And then what you'll see them end up with a man. Even though
Mm-hmm.
they say they're bisexual, you never see them end up with a woman.
Right.
Because it's like it softens the blow, it lessens the blow. If you think I still like women too.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people that do that. But you know, there's no way that, you know, some people you don't even have to ask the fucking question to. You can look and tell. And
Yeah.
you know, or they told themselves. They told on themselves.
I guess I'm uh, around when I just thought it was gay. Um. Yeah. They posted up with the blue thing. Be a female.
My mama said the main ones where they hate gay men. She said Bam would uncover so many men we thought were straight. Listen, I have done it so many times. Look, you know, my one of my siblings, she was married to this guy. You know, her last two husbands were gay.
Mm.
And yeah, I said, girl, let me pick the next one out. Look, my last one I went with was straight. Shit, you pick out mine, I pick out yours. Damn. Um, shit.
Well,
So
how you hooked up with somebody that was straight?
the same way she ended up with somebody that was gay.
That
Um, but look, her the one. This was the first one. Her and I weren't really speaking, and so we were at a wedding, and you know, of course, our family didn't know. So you know how you RSVP. So I RSVP for me and my friend, and of course, when I go in, I get the first. This was for a wedding. The reception. I get there. They have my name right next to my sister and her husband, her new husband. So I moved her on the other side of the tag. Look, wasn't that ugly of me to move that name tag so we wasn't sitting next to each other?
very, very.
Anyway, I did that. And so, of course, so I was sitting next to my mama. And so we're sitting there and he comes in and I look. And as soon as I saw him, I said, oh my God, he got a little sugar in his tank.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what made me say that or what made me feel it. It was just a look. And then, so anyway, me and my sister don't say anything to each other. And my mother says to her husband, I don't even remember his name. She said, "Oh, this is Sonia's brother." And he go, "Hey, how you doing?" That there was another red flag for me. I said, "I'm good. How are you?" And of course, I wasn't being mean to him because hell, he wasn't her. And so anyway, when you see where my great grandmother died in a house fire,
Mm-hmm.
we were all outside, and she came down from. I think she was living in Flint at the time. And she had not been down to see my great grandmother or anything, or even called her. So when she was, oh, here come her. Now she's here. And so she said something. I think she called me a sissy or something. And when she called me that, I went in. I was like, baby, I said, when last time anybody out here saw her? Because you know, I had a big family. And they was
Mm.
like, I have it. I have it.
Oh wow.
So I was like, don't come. Anyway, we go at it, and I call her bitch. I was like, bitch, you know, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm figuring when I call her bitch that her husband is going to say, hey, hold the fuck up. I
Mm-hmm.
know it's your sister, but you're not going to disrespect my wife. I don't give a fuck how much family was out there.
Mm.
That's what a real man would have done. This man did not say a motherfucking word because I was going to let him have that moment and say, you know what, bro, you right. But she's still a bitch to me. She always gonna be a bitch. I might have did, but I was expecting him to say something. And when he didn't, I said, okay, oh, I'm really smelling the hole. Because here I am a gay man. And you couldn't call my lover that.
Oh wow.
If I was around his family and they came at him that way, I would not hold up. So anyway, the next day, we're taking the pictures and we're moving them to the thing. And he's talking to me like nothing ever happened, going, hey. And I'm looking like, okay. Come to find out, he was. Ding, 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 ding. The last one she gets married to, he was a lot younger than her. She brought him to a comedy show. We were speaking by this time. She brought him to a comedy. Well, we was halfway speaking. She brought him to a comedy show, and I talked about how tight his jacket was or something. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody. Anyway, I was really. Now everybody was in. She never asked me. I gave her away at her first wedding. Can you believe that? Now she didn't ask me to give away, ask me to be in the wedding or anything. But my mother had on a certain color. So when you see that picture of me, my mother, and father dressed up, that's at her wedding. So you see, I had on the same color because I matched myself to my mom and daddy. So anyway, now I don't go to none of the wedding rehearsals. I mean, none of that because I wasn't a part of it. But I was invited, so I go. And my mother comes and says, Michael, take a picture. Because they were all taking pictures. I wasn't in the wedding. Somebody used to me taking a picture. And she said, no, I said, no, I'm good. And my mom said, no, it was for all the siblings. So I went down and I got in and I took a picture. One picture. Anyway, now mind you, I don't know the groomsmen. I think my niece, my grandniece was the flower girls. One of my nephews was the whatever it was. So anyway, we get to the repast. I mean, damn.
Wait.
It was like a damn repast. So we get to now, mind you, this was her third wedding. We get to the reception, and she kept saying, she asked my mama, do you think brother would do? Because that's what she called me. You think brother would do some comedy? So we had to be speaking it somewhat. And but I was a little pissed because it was still, why wouldn't you ask me to be in the wedding? I'm your only brother. Why wouldn't you ask your husband to be? Look, I had my brother in here. But that wasn't. So anyway, so my other sister kept telling my sister, she said, you want Michael to do some comedy? You want Michael to do some comedy? By this time, they had a free bar, so I'm really tipsy. And so she's like, Michael, it was her and her husband sitting at the table. And she said, if you was to get up there and do some comedy, what would you say? Remind me of somebody else that asked me something like that. I said, first of all, I'd be like, give it up, give it up, give it up. Where's my new in-laws? Give it up, give it up. Look, y'all, if this don't work out, y'all the third set. If they break up, we gonna continue to be friends. I'm tired of making new friends, right? I was like, y'all the third set of in-laws. Shit, it's hard becoming y'all friends, and then they get a divorce, and now we can't speak no more. But anyway, and it really. Mama-in-law said she said that must have been a dead ass wedding. Look. Right. So anyway, we're at the reception, and he had a fraternity, and it was now these, mind you, her husband was like 9, 10 years younger, 12 years younger than her, and I noticed he was talking about having kids, and she couldn't have kids. So everything was just confused to me. And he was more into his paternity than he was her. I mean, it was more about the fraternity. And so they did about 7 or 8 dances, the fraternity.
Eric,
and
you were saying,
uh,
let me
wait, say that.
I thought you were saying paternity with a P.
No, fraternity.
Okay, got it.
And so it was him and his fraternity brother. So I happened to walk past, and so it was one of the fraternity brothers was gorgeous. Well, a couple of them were, and they were younger than me. And I said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Sonia's brother." He turned. He said, "Oh my God." He said, "Oh, wow, you look just. Oh, you look good. That's a nice time." Look, my face dropped. He was in awe. I said, "Gay fraternity." So he just kept, and now they were extra nice and blah blah blah. And I'm flirting back. And I told my mom, I said, "Mama, that's a gay fraternity." She said, "Boy, everybody ain't gay." I said, "Mom, I'm telling you, they gay." And sure enough, it
What,
came out.
what was the color?
What was the what?
What was the colors? Red and white?
Of the what fraternity?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember.
Mm.
But I know it was a lot of light skinned, gorgeous motherfuckers in there. But anyway, made me want to join the fraternity.
Mm-mm.
Um, but he ended up being sweet because look, she would get home. He would call. She called one day and tell me what would y'all do? Your husband called you at work and says to you, "Look, when you get off, so and so wants us to go have dinner and stuff with him." And you say, "Look, I don't have nothing to wear. I'm tired." And he said, "Don't worry about it. When you get home." He then picked out your whole outfit, your underwear, your shoes, your polish, everything. Isn't that kind of feminine?
I'd be looking at. Mm-hmm. The
He
underwear.
he picked out everything from her shoes to her stocking,
Mm-mm.
everything.
Yeah, I'd be giving him the side eye for real.
There you go. Start some more shit with that side eye. What do you mean by side eye? See, this is what I'm talking about. No, I'm joking. But yes, and I said, "Oh, that is so weird because ain't no straight man gonna take that time unless he's a stylist."
Or unless she specifically told him, hey, I'm on my way home. Can you get the red dress out and whatever? She's specifically letting him know. And I mean, the grab underwear for his boo. I mean, that's not too bad. But I mean,
No, she said she didn't feel like going and she had nothing to wear.
oh wow,
And when she got home, he had the whole outfit, shoes, and everything laid out, jewelry and all.
yeah, no,
Look, Arian Smith said a little on the gay side. That's what I thought too. And then he told her that he wasn't in love with her anymore.
mm. Yeah, that's, that's
And I think he married her because, um, you know, you have to put up a front for your parents and all that.
mm,
Because I even asked her, I said, "Was the sex good?" She was like, "The sex was good." Because
mm.
I can say, this is when we were talking then because I remember asking her that. But I can see the femininity in them. See, I'm good. In my day, I could trick somebody, make them think I was straight until they come in and catch me kicking and splitting.
Yeah. Well, at least you own it.
But I would never get. You know what? I actually had not a premonition, but a thought of, you know what? Okay, this finding somebody's kind of hard. What if I got a woman? I'm in church, in the pulpit, got me a wife, first lady, or whatever the case may be. And well, we might even have a child. But could I suppress what I feel for men? And with the woman, because if she learned some of the nasty, low down, nasty shit I done did, she might not want to kiss me. But no, I don't think that's my role, my goal. That's what this bishops and pastors they marry for the church people. Yeah, I come on. A lot of them do that. A lot of them marry for the church folk.
That
And
is that's crazy to me.
yeah, I don't want to be one of those people that have to do that.
Yeah, like when I was stationed overseas, we had a revival, and the closing night of the revival was going to be Bishop Eddie Long. And this was like in the 90s. I want to say like 97, 98 time frame. And when they came over there, like he had the big entourage and all the guys that were around him, and the gay guys that were surrounding him, those were all like the flag people. I guess like in the churches you see now, you see the dancing girls, and you may see the girls with the flags, or the streamers or whatever, twirling them around, and that's pretty much how it was. But instead of it being females, it was all guys. And I had always wanted to meet Eddie Long, because I would watch him overseas, him and the whole crew, Juanita Bynum, uh, Dee Dee Jakes, all of them. And so it's like, wow, to finally see one of these powerhouses come over here and turn this mother out. It was an amazing time, but it just blew me away when I saw the praise folks, the praise team. All of them were just so feminine. I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, I was so enamored by everything that was going on, that I just got caught up and lost in it. But you could not help but notice how feminine these guys were. And then fast forward, to see Bishop Eddie Long, I still would not have, put it together, because, he was so buff and tough looking, like, I guess kind of like what all the ladies would like. He fit that.
He was a big old queen. Listen, Eddie Long was a big old queen. I could tell with them tight muscle bound shirts on. And you got to be careful. Anyone that preach against homosexuality is so tough.
Yeah.
Be the ones that that's like here. I don't know if y'all remember here. We had a city council president. He ended up Charles Pugh. He was a Channel 2 news reporter, a news anchor. Then he ran for city council. He became the president. I knew him for the longest, and I've known him to always have young boys around him. And that was always the rumor in the gay community that, oh, Charles Pugh loved them young boys. And you always saw him. And so he had this one mentorship. That's what's his thing. He was mentoring them. And so um, I remember him standing to listen to the guy tomorrow. He got me an apartment. The guy had to be about 17. And look, Charles Pugh was like a year younger than me. And so I never gravitated towards him. I didn't even vote for him. When he ran for city council, I did not vote for him because I knew. And people vote on the gay community. I said, so we just gonna overlook what we know about him. And I think one of the things that really did it for me, I used to volunteer at the main library here. And so this one time they had MC Light, and I need to find that picture. I got a picture of MC Light. Me, MC Light, and some other people were reading. She was the star. And he came in and he walked in. And he walked in, it was like six sisters, young queens walking around him. And I just shook my head like, do you know how bad that looks? Just come to find out, one of the young men from his mentor program came out with the text messages and everything. And then he was so arrogant about it that he fled here and went to New York. And somebody got a picture of him working in New York, and they I think he's still in prison. I think he's still in prison because all of that, and I knew it, but everybody wanted to overlook that, and I don't overlook that, and it makes it bad for all the rest of us.
Mm.
Bishop Eddie Long was up there preaching like hell, and had like 7, 8 victims.
I know. So when I learned that, because I'm like, man, I still have the book that I purchased from that day, and he signed it. I waited in line, and was just so it was such an honor to be, right there with somebody I saw on TV, and somebody doing something good on TV, but doing bad, obviously, behind the scenes. But I was just floored, like, wow, unbelievable.
Well, let me tell you this. I've been around a lot of church folks just like that. I've been around Bishop T.D. Jakes. I've been around Donald Lawrence. I've been around Bobby Jones, the biggest queen ever.
I saw him in Disney.
The biggest queen ever. Even Dottie Peoples, she told me, she said, Bookie, Boo Bobby Jones gonna love you. So it wasn't like it's nothing that is not. I knew about Ty Tribbett, Kirk Franklin.
Wait, Ty Tripp?
Come on, girl,
See now?
don't tell,
Oh
don't
wow.
tell. Do not tell. My mom said she loved it. Listen, y'all. Oh, see, I'm telling my business. I was messing around with a good friend of Donald Lawrence, and that's how I met Donald Lawrence in some restaurant. I can't remember what it was. It was in one city, and I was sick. And so Donald Lawrence's friend was like, he said, Donald Lawrence want to meet you. So Donald, and this is somebody that sings, but is a big singer now too. And so anyway, Donald Lawrence came in, but I was so sick, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And Donald Lawrence had the most gorgeous man with him. Oh my God, this guy was so damn gorgeous. But there's a whole society. And the reason I ain't kicking out a lot of names that I know for sure that it's really wrong. But a lot of these people that y'all snapping y'all fingers to, praising and holla shahan and all of that, are these people that are more queens and more women.
Well, as long as you don't my three all-time, John P. Key, Hezekiah Walker, and my boo thing, Fred Hammond. I would actually marry Fred Hammond. I'm so in love with his voice. Seriously. The silence is deafening. I need you to say something.
Wait, okay. First of all, one of them that you said are gay, and I'm not gonna tell you which one of those. Um, he did a lot with P Diddy though, and then you have, my cousin was married to Fred Hammond's brother.
For real.
Yes, she has kids by him. My cousin Sherry, her name was Sherry Beans before she married him. Yeah, her and my mother are first cousins. Her daddy and my grandmother are sisters and brothers. But yeah, she was married to Fred Hammond's brother. But and John P. Key used to be a pimp.
I remember you told me, but I mean every same, so we all been big racing. So yeah.
Oh, but it's a lot of them out there, baby. I can tell this one now. My friend of mine, he used to sing backup for Mary Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Chris Bolton. And Chris Bolton and I messed around for years. And when I would see some of the people, and he sung backup for Mary Mary, Shaka Khan, Brad Paisley, so many people, and did so many things. And so I was open, I was privy to seeing people that messed around. And I was like, no. He was like, yeah. I mean, I see, I'm almost gonna slip and say these names, but they still live, and I don't want to call them out yet. But yes, maybe I can tell you this on the back end.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them.
But you know what? Like, as long as they can continue to bless people with their beautiful gift that they've been given, and that's by singing God's praises. I don't care what they do. It's none of my business, and I don't have a heaven or hell to put them in. I just enjoy the gift that they use. Wait a minute.
Wait, I'm outdone. I'm outdone.
I am too. No, stop. No, no way. I refuse to believe.
You know what? Dorothy Norwood is.
Oh my God.
She
That's
hit on a friend of mine's wife. Yes, she is. Okay. Oh God, y'all. But that's what I allegedly.
yeah. All of. Oh my goodness. But you know what? Even still, like I said, just the beautiful gift that these people have that they share with so many. And I mean,
Shirley says, I remember Mama. I bet you
oh
do,
yeah.
Shirley.
But you know what? It's got some of their music has got me through some dark, dark, dark.
No wonder Shirley talk about hold my mule. We know why you wanted them to hold your mule, girl. No,
Mm, you a mess. A mess.
now you know that's one person I've never had a chance to meet was Shirley.
I've
I
seen.
met, yeah.
She's amazing.
Tara said, my mama said, she never had a child. Yeah, and she was married though for quite a while to the guy. He died, but no, they didn't have children. Well,
Oh,
Dottie Peoples doesn't have any children too, and she just got married. And I know she loved her some good dangling. Baby, I was on the road with her. Oops, excuse me, Mama died.
oh my word. Well, they're human too, just like us.
One of Dottie Peoples' background singers hit on me, um, and he was giving me fellatio in the dressing room. Wow.
Oh, love.
Yeah, look.
Oh my God.
Before it was time for me to go out on stage, they was just open up the stage singing "Soon I Will Be Done with the Troubles of the World," and
Mm.
here I'm getting fellatio. And that, you know what, baby, I could write a book about the shenanigans that went on. And yes, I wonder how he doing. Yes, he does have a very masculine spirit.
You know who else
Um,
did too? Um, that I've often wondered about Yolanda Adams.
why? Just because she's tall?
No, I mean, well, maybe that's what it is. I mean, she's tall. I think she's beautiful, but she has, in my opinion, she has just strong features. Maybe I'll say it that way. She's got very,
Have you been secretly lusting after her?
not hardly. No, no. Mm-mm.
uh, I have never had a chance to meet her. I'm shocked. So it is a lot of people I haven't met. Wow. I know we know a lot of the same people.
Wow.
Wait, listen, this is something to Cece Winans and my cousin Roland both graduated from at the same time.
Mm,
Graduated from the same beauty school.
beauty school.
Yeah, it's a,
Oh,
what's
which
it, it's,
one
what
is
did it what do you
the
call it?
cosmetology?
Yeah, they both took cosmetology together. Yeah.
So yeah,
Who what?
the Winans. I always get their names mixed up. I don't know which one.
Cece is the girl. BB and Cece.
Okay, so all right. So which one you said? I forgot what you were saying.
I said her and Roland went to graduated went to beauty school together, cosmetology school.
I had no idea she went to cosmetology school.
Yeah, she has a license.
Go ahead. Wow. Mm, I've seen her several times in, uh, you know, free concerts that they have at some of these churches. But now they want to charge because I'm on the 20th going to see. I forget It's Donald Lawrence, Hezekiah Walker, and somebody else. I can't even remember who it was.
Woods is gonna be there.
Who?
Dwayne Woods, he's the one that's saying let go, let God. He's
Oh,
probably not. He'll be singing with Donald Lawrence. That's Donald Lawrence's best friend.
Oh, okay, cool. And
Tell him you know me,
uh,
comedian Michael. Tell him you know comedian Michael Allen.
look and look, the VIP tickets. You know, I took the most economical. I got the economical seats, but I was like $215 to sit and see these people. Who I don't know. I just mm,
Wait, so you gonna be able to meet and greet with him too?
yeah, for 200. I, I mean, I,
You know, I think the only time that works to do that is when you know the people, and so once you see them, it'll be worth it.
yeah, but just picture and take pictures. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
Because I want to see Donald and um I know Dwayne Woods would be somewhere and then we really good and I don't have it. I would pay that much to just go there and say, hey, well let's talk to Dwayne. Just to have that combo, you know.
I mean, now if you know them or something, but I don't know. I can't rationalize spending that much money just for a. I mean, if they gonna get me a direct seat in, a place with God in the end, then okay, yeah, that's worth it. But other than them blessing me with the beautiful notes that come through out of their mouths, yeah, I can't see it. I'm even hating the fact of paying $50, but okay, 50 compared to 200, and we still see the same thing and hear the same thing. It's not gonna sound any different close up. Might even sound a lot worse close up. So yeah, I'll be in
I
a
hate
happy.
to go I hate to go anywhere where I'm up in the balconies. I can't do balconies for nothing.
Baby, I could do it in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Too easy. Too easy. I mean, that's I now back in the day, if we were sitting in the balcony, like back in the 80s, you can't see anything. The people on stage look like little dots. But now they've got the big screen, so you can see them moving around like little dots. But you can also see them close up because of the big screen. So that helps. And before I couldn't quite appreciate it, but now I get it and I enjoy it.
Did I ever tell you, listen, God has always blessed me
Mhm.
of going to concerts or anything. It happened when I went to go see Medea's class reunion here, but my ex girlfriend, she had bought herself a ticket to go see Janet Jackson.
Mhm.
But then she met a girl and she wanted the girl to go with her. So she bought two more tickets so her and the girl can sit by each other.
Mhm.
She told me, she said, Michael, she said, well, you want to go see Janet the ticket? I'll give you the ticket free. I said, sure, sure. I don't turn down no ticket, no free ticket. So we get dressed, we hanging out, we having drinks and stuff. And so she was like, now, your seat ain't as it ain't as good as our seat. It ain't as close as ours, but it's free. I said, girl, I ain't even, it's good. It's because it's free. I don't care. And I'm not a big Janet fan like that.
Mhm.
So we're talking, we're drinking. We get to the Palace Auburn Hills here, and she didn't mention this. Their seat is gonna be costing man about 50 times. I guess she was trying to impress the girl, right?
Mhm.
And so we walk in. As we walk in, I am tipsy now. We all had to use the I had to use the bathroom. I used the bathroom. Thank God I did. So we walk out. I look and I can see the stage because we're on the main floor. I see the stage, and it's this real old white usher lady. And I walk right on past her. I don't give a ticket. I don't give her a ticket or nothing.
Mm-mm.
I turn back and I look at my friend Yolanda, my ex girlfriend Yolanda, and I'm looking at her and her friend, and they looking like they scared. I'm like, come on, they acting like they scared. So they go on, they see I go in. Look, now I don't have a seat, right? I don't want to sit nowhere, but a lot of people are standing up. So
Mhm.
I see these two white girls. They look like they're really drunk, and I go and stand by them, and they was like, "Hey, and look!" I stood next to them and partied all night. And Janet was so close, I could see her camel toe.
Uh-uh.
I said, "I love you, Janet." She said, "I love you too." And look, I listen. I was so fucking close. I mean, right at the stage, right there. And my ex girlfriend she was so pissed. She said all she could do was see me waving my hand and wait. I'm all at the stage talking about Janet.
Mhm.
And she was so mad at her friend. She thought because her big ass wouldn't run. Cause look, I had the time of my life. Don't count me out, baby. I got up in there and just had the time of my life.
Oh
It
goodness.
yes. And I'm not even a big Janet fan, but I had a Janet moment that night. Yes, 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 yes. But that always happens to me. We went to see the American Idol taping,
Mhm.
and we were won free tickets.
Mhm.
Something. Well, when we got there, they had us in the balcony, and somebody was in our seats, and so they had two of the same people. I mean, and so they gonna tell us we can sit down and gonna take the white people and take them down to the main floor. I
Uh-uh.
said, "Oh no, 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 no! Why
Mhm.
they here? Didn't they switch around and put us down there too?"
Hello.
And I was able to sit there. Oh, that's when J Lo was so fucking gorgeous in person. Oh my god!
Wow.
But they got mad at me because on a commercial, they had us stand outside and they give you these signs. So when when the contestants pull up in the car, you
Mhm.
got the signs and you're screaming their names. They gave me a sign of the person I wasn't rooting for.
Mm.
And I said I didn't want to, and they got mad at me. I said, no, I'll do it for I forget the boy's name.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't want them just happy go lucky people. No, I'm not faking phony like that.
You're right.
And yeah, so I had moments. I like to be up close and personal. I'm always Dottie Peoples came here and I hadn't lost her number.
Mhm.
And Queen of Queens said, Dottie's um performing here. And I said, really? And they bought tickets. Queen and Queen and the other people that was in the play with us bought tickets. I just happened to be driving past. I said, I ain't buying shit. Didn't I pull up to the thing? And I went in. I said, I'm Dottie Peoples. I'm on her guest list. There's a what's your name? I said, comedian Michael Allen. They said, oh, the guest list is around. You got to go around the other way. I didn't know what I was going to say, Albert. But I walked on up in there and I walked up the stairs. And when I walked up the stairs, the guy came up, the man, he was like, I said, yeah, I'm on Dottie's, my mama. Of course, I call her my mama. I said, my mama, Dottie People's guest list, comedian Michael Allen.
Mhm.
And so he went to looking on the list, and I was like, oh, shit. As soon as he did that, Dottie People's sister was walking past. She was like, Willie. She's like, boy. And I hugged her and walked right on past the man. And look, so now I go in there, and she said, oh, Dottie. And I go in there, I see Dottie said, hey. And I hugged Dottie. I said, well, it was me and Daddy talk. She said, I'm gonna see you after the show. I said, okay. So they walk us down, and now I'm sitting up on the front row as Daddy's guest. And
Okay.
I'm looking back at Queen and Queen and them all. They sitting 9, 10 rows behind me. They didn't pay. And Daddy has me stand up. Someone, I done worked with him, and it was really, really nice. And you could have saw them just roll them out. Sometimes you got to step out on faith.
Mhm.
And I knew that I had worked.
I'm gonna do that in when New Edition and what is it? New Edition and Tony Braxton
And Boys to Men.
was the men when they go on tour and they come here. I'm gonna try that out and see how far it gets me. I'm just keep on smiling and hoping for the best because I love some New Edition. You hear me?
Don't get put out.
Look,
What up, BK?
take me back to my
That's just like Joe. When Joe, the single Joe,
Mm-hmm.
he was here, and when they had a festival, you can pay and you can sit up closer to the stage. Of course, I didn't play, but I was like, they have a fence, and I was the first seat. Like, if I had paid, I would have only just been on the other side of the fence. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'm not paying that much money just to move up one damn seat. So I'm sitting there with my chick, and Joe comes off the stage, and he comes back, and he stands right in front of me at the fence, up on a chair.
Mm-hmm.
His penis is all in my face.
Oh.
I don't move. The women are breaking their neck running up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Breaking their neck to run up there. And so he shakes my hand one time and then he shakes it again. We had a moment. He looked at me. I don't care what nobody said. We had that moment. This one girl's like, "Excuse me, can I get right here?" I was like, "No." Wait,
Oh my goodness.
listen. She looked at me like, "Why would you want to be in his face?"
Right.
Because I almost said, "No, girl, girl, no." A sissy almost came out.
Uh-uh.
No, I said no. I was not moving. They was all trying to push me. I stood right there and I watched him the whole time. And that was my sissy moment. I had a gay ass moment that day because I was moving out that gorgeous. That was a gorgeous black man, and I was not. Them girls was all screaming and hollering, and I was not moving.
Well, look, he already gave you a sign.
Um, Mama said, "I would just walk down there. Don't be tripping."
I know. I'm alone. Like, hello, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike. Where are you? Come on, Johnny. But you know what? When I was younger, I did. The guy that's in his Mr. Telephone Man, the actual telephone man, the big fat guy. The,
The white, the white guy.
no, the black one is a big black one. Big.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He is actually their bodyguard. I had no idea. When years and years and years ago, it had to have been back in the 80s, and me and my girlfriends, we went to the concert, and they, back then everything wasn't high tech. They just kind of used whatever materials they had laying around. So they would took tables to block the side of the stage. Like when they come downstairs and they go backstage, they just had big tables stood up. And when the crowd starts moving, they start bum rushing everything, and the tables we could move them. And me and my friends, one like your friends, all of us, we ran on back there. And of course we got cussed out, and we had to turn around and go back. So I mean, because we were like die hard. When I tell you die hard New Edition fans, oh yeah, we were. So when the concert was over, we made our way, like first out the door, and we ran around the Coliseum to where the celebrity entrances are, the special entrances. And we ran back there, and they had the tour buses back there. So all the guys had already gotten on the bus, and we're banging, banging, banging on the bus. And when I tell you, I connected the dots real quick, because that big burly black guy came off the bus. He was like, "Bang on that motherfucking door one more time. You won't get my whatever size shoe he wore at the time up your MF and ass." I was like, oh my God, I feel traumatized. So every time after that, when I saw that video, it was just a flashback for that night. But we somehow, after the show, and on another bus there were nicer people around, and those were the musicians, and I think it's the drummer, the Italian looking guy that would wear the what they call those hats. I keep wanting to say barista, but it's not that. um I don't know. He had on the hat, and his name is Zorro, but he's their drummer. And I was like, man, this is so cool. So even getting to talk to him, it wasn't a total loss. At least we felt somewhat connected. But yeah, that's my experience.
Now, uh, Queen of Queens had to play with Johnny Gill. I wasn't in that play, but I got a chance to meet him. It was
Oh,
food. It was called A Fool for Love.
okay.
Did get a chance to meet him. Um, Bitcoin. Um, my bad, but I've never been one to run up like that, or I've never been one to even like when we went to go see Michael Jackson here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they had my grandmother actually sat outside all night so we can get those tickets. And my tickets, I was behind. Oh, I was so mad because my ticket was like a last thought, and they had us behind the speakers. And when they moved them speakers,
Mm.
we were right there. I could see Michael Jackson and his brother. It was the Victory Tour, not the Victory Tour, but it was Michael Jackson and his brothers. This is before he went solo, so this was in the
You
70s.
just, uh,
Huh?
wait, what did you ask?
No, I said this was Michael Jackson and his brothers.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. So anyway, I was looking at the girls falling out, screaming and crying, and I'm looking at them. I was looking at them more than I was looking at Michael Jackson because I was like, what could make a person make you feel like that?
You gotta be young and well, I don't know, some old people do it too, but I know for me, I would cry because it's like it was just sheer happiness. And this is so nostalgic talking about this. Um just the sheer joy of like you've watched all of the videos, you got all the moves down, and you just spent all of this time, knowing everything about the group. um they're just miscellaneous things that it's like useless information, but you just know it. So when you actually see them in person, and then they're doing their moves and stuff, and it's like some of that stuff, it just I mean, even talking about it is making me happy. Yeah, but it's, I don't know, it just comes to life, and it's so energizing. And it's like just thinking about when they all, because I can remember they all had on white suits. That's all I really remember. They all had on those white suits, and then when they were singing like "Can You Stand the Rain," and they do all their little spins around, or what's the other song? "If It Isn't Love." Um, oh my God! And when they all just do their like the Temptations, they were like the new age Temptations with how they danced and performed. And it's just so, I don't know, it just brings you to life, and it gives you life. Yeah, so excited thinking about it. So,
Sarah said, go ahead, the guy put me on stage with him.
wait,
Oh,
yeah. Oh
and I
wow.
sister and I always also had front row seats and backstage passes.
Mm. See,
Well, yeah, I
yeah.
I think even I'm gonna tell you this. Even when I went to the Michael Jackson concert, as we was coming out, I could do Michael Jackson so good. I remember walking and doing him, and the whole was going crazy. And I had to be about nine. This was in 79, 79, 80, somewhere in there. Sitting 11. And but ever since I saw Eddie Murphy do, they did Beverly Hills Cop. You can see our house.
Mm-hmm.
You can see our house in the Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh wow.
Um, and me seeing him, and so I've never ever been starstruck. Even the comedian Bill Bellamy.
Oh, Bill Bell.
Yeah,
I think
say that again.
I said, oh yeah, I know who Bill Bellamy is. I think he's so handsome.
Look, before he was with HBO, and this was when cable first came out, and I was downtown at
Mm-hmm.
um, the place I love to go, the General Motors building,
Mm-hmm.
and then, yeah, he was up there. You could win a free year of HBO,
Mm-hmm.
but was he brought me and it was four other people on stage, and they flashed all these movies, and you had to write down as many titles of the movies as you could.
Mhm.
I am a movie buff, and it was Bill Bellamy. He before I knew him doing anything, he was doing it. Do you know I won my mama a pre-year HBO because it was one movie that nobody could get, and it was all black. It was black and one white guy. It was called A River Runs Through It with Brad Pitt,
Mhm.
and none of them knew that movie, and I knew that, and that is what how I won that because I love all types of movies, and then I love Brad Pitt, so I watch. The cuter the star, the better I watch a movie,
Yeah.
and yeah. So and Bill Bellamy was like, "Oh my God, he won! He won!" I never forget, and I've never met him since then to be able to say, "Man, do you remember?" Now I've been in like the girl that played in How to Be a Player with him. Me and her did pictures together. A lot of people I know, and I always tell them, I won HBO from Bill Bellamy, and I would love to see him just to tell me this story.
Mhm.
But yeah, I've never been one to even like I told you with Pat Poos. I was not. These people were breaking their neck,
Yeah.
and when it was see, it would piss me off if a guard ever tell me to get back or push me back.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen with me because I feel like I'm above that caliber.
I would hope so. That
And yeah,
for me,
so
yeah, except for when it happened for me, those were during my very young teenager years.
look, so when I was looking at him and all the people talk, I was looking at Clarissa Shields because I was standing there, and it's amazing. More people was trying to get to him than her, isn't that something? But I turned and I told that's what the security. I was like, he ain't taking no pictures, no pictures. That's what he was telling everybody else. And Pat Poose looked at me. I was like, I can't get no. Can you do a picture? He said, Yeah, come on. If you go to all them other people, because what the way I did it, like nigga, I ain't begging for no picture, but let's take one.
Mhm.
And that is how I got those pictures. They can feel it. They so used to people clinging and ooh 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 ooh. And I've never been that one.
Yeah.
Never.
Well,
No.
my girl do something like that now. That's no, absolutely not. It's utterly ridiculous at this stage. But I think
You wouldn't
teenage
be. You
is
wouldn't be able to give a couple of them sloppy toppy if they called you on the bus.
oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What's your favorite?
Um, honestly, look, it used to be Bobby Brown, but Bobby's a little buff now. And I think all of them have gotten quite handsome. I mean, I used to think Ronnie DeVoe used to look like an alien to me, or like he was all.
I did too, but you're the cutest to me now.
He is. He's really handsome. And what is Ricky Bell? I think Ricky Bell, honestly, out of all of them, to me, he's the sharpest looking.
I would have to go. I would have to go with Ronnie or Ralph. All right, Bobby. Of course, I would always give Bobby some just because of who he used to be. You know, uh, Michael Michael Bivins have never been, never ever ever been.
Yeah, his live in the same apartment complex as my girlfriend, and she looks exactly like him. You could tell just by the mouth. Oh yeah, that's his sister. Yep, because she used to go to Norfolk State. But yeah, oh my gosh. And what April say? April say, no, it was Ralph Tresvant for me. Back in the day, yes, baby. But now, he looked like he has like life. Well, they all had a lot of stuff happen in their life that was not the best. But Ralph, you can really see all of it, on his face. He looked like he didn't just been through like life was life, and
He still looks sexy.
yeah, he's
Um,
a cute face.
but you know what? I did get a chance to meet Sissy Houston through Angela Bofield.
Oh,
She
really?
she came and saw a play. You know, that's another thing. Angela Bofield had a lot of people that were her friends, and Angela Bofield and I were close.
Mm-hmm.
And we came to see Angela Bofield. Of course, they had to see me because I was in the play. And I went in and I met Cissy Houston, and I said nothing to her about her daughter because
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she's so used to hearing.
Yeah.
It was told her I loved her, and she is one of the reasons I love Ain't No Way as much as I do because that's her voice.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to do that, because you got to realize, you know, I try to be different what everybody else does. Oh, I love your daughter. Tell Whitney. I said, I know I would have never said that. You got to
Mm-hmm.
make it about her. I love you. I love you and the sweet inspirations.
Yeah.
You know? So that was a pleasure to meet her. I've had a pleasure meeting a lot of people. And I thank God for it. Even
Mm-hmm.
though sometimes some one-time encounters. My mama say they knew the owner of the Oakland Coliseum, and why, that's why, and never had to buy a ticket. It was a concert at least twice a month back
Oh, wow. Look right there.
then. Hey, April, second wife. You know, it was Bobby back then and Ralph.
Yeah.
Um, now it's become Ronnie has turned into. He looks so bad back there with that damn Jerry girl.
He was the funniest. I mean,
Yeah,
all of them looked kind of funny back then, but when they cleaned up so well. I used to love seeing them in those white suits. I mean, that was just amazing to see them from, you know, high top sneakers, the jeans, the little, leather bombers, or what were those not Letterman jackets. I forget
membership jackets.
the what.
The membership jackets.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. How'd you know? See, you straight old school. Yeah, those membership jackets. To see them in those, that's what you always see them in. But when they cleaned up and was ready for stage, it's like, man, they really made them go from literally like they were the first boys to men, and then to see where what's his name? The one with the teeth. I can't think of his name right now. Ronnie. No, that's Ronnie. Bobby, Ricky, Mike. Michael.
Michael Bivin.
Yeah, yeah, well, he was the one that founded what's the group? I can't. Yeah, Boys to Men. Yeah, but it was. I just loved how they would just transform, and it was just so exciting to see them, just so dressed up all the time.
He also discovered BBD. Remember BBD?
Yes, yep. That was look. I can.
It was another bad ABC, another bad creation. I mean,
Oh no. Uh-uh.
Young Boys, another bad creation. ABC.
I didn't wasn't a fan. Hang on for a quick minute. I'll be right back.
Well, yeah, I was in love with 112. I went to go see New Edition and 112 at the same time here, and 112 sang their butts off. Well, I need to turn this heat up. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, I loved. Yeah, but just think of all the beautiful songs they got with Johnny Gill's music, BBD's music, New Edition music, Bobby Brown's music, Ralph Tresvant's music. That is what a plethora of music. Can You Stay in the Rain is one of my favorite songs. Oh, so we went to the OJ's Hotel Suite, and I sat in the living area while my sister and our friend had their nasty asses in the bedrooms with the wow. Look, they just have with their nasty ass. I would have did. I hope like hell I got pregnant. I would have been trying to give out some pussy baby juice. Oh, go ahead, sisters. Baby, I would have been doing it open. I got pregnant. Yes, I would have. Well, we've been on here for an hour and a half. Oh, at least I've been talking about. I soaked my foot. I better stop talking about it before it start hurting again. I've never been a groupie, a backstage groupie. No, that's never been there. Oh, yeah, y'all can tell we all in our 50s and older.
I'm back.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I can't believe we've been on here almost 2 hours.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, it was.
Say what?
That it was all goodness, good things, good fun, healthy dialogue.
I'll tell you, my sister and our friend was individuals with them, and I had to sit with me in the living room. Them grown niggas knew they were teenagers and didn't care. Wow. The OJs are from Detroit. If I'm not mistaken. No, that was the Whispers. Not the Whispers. The some I forget who's from Detroit.
A whole lot of music. Boy.
All right, y'all. It's 10:30.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Say that again.
I said, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, child. Wait for Bill. Yeah, I gotta get my herb anyway. Tomorrow's trash day.
Uh, I try to get myself together. Hopefully, I go to a good night. If not, the first thing in the morning, I will be going to um, if I don't die from not having a soda. Oh, I need a soda so bad.
Mm. I know the feeling.
Oh, I said he knew I wasn't like that. Okay. Oh, the Spinners are from Detroit,
Mm. I
but
like good music.
yeah, yeah, the Spinners. They used to perform at the bar my grandmother and Mama ran the Rose Room.
Funny name.
Yeah, good old Rose Room, and they had Bill's Bar in the Rose Room.
Oh wow.
I would like to start another bar called the Rose Room. Uh, or the Wind Gliders, or the 20 grand.
Oh, those sound definitely.
Again,
Say those definitely sound like club or bar names.
yeah, my mom said, "Baby, we be down at the 20 grand or the Wind Gliders." Well, what the hell is a Wind Glider?
Because when you come up out of there, you be gliding with the wind.
April, talking about you don't need soda, drink some. I've been drinking water, April. That's all I've been drinking. You know what kills me is when we get older. Don't get me in no damn nursing home. Be talking about, oh, you don't need no salt, you don't need that. So, damn it, you gonna let me live this end of my life living it well? Is it people getting 90s now? You don't want them to have no salt and pepper, no
Mm-mm.
sugar, no soda. That's why they die because they can't have shit they like.
Mm-hmm. Cause my mom, she sure goes through that. She's like, I want some. The same thing. My mom used to always have sodas all the time, and now being more conscientious about her health, and yeah, she doesn't like not being able to have all this stuff. She said some of the exact same things, like hey, I wanna drink what I want to drink, and sometimes it's okay. I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna
Because
drink.
I'm just thinking like this. Somebody made it to 95, 89, 90. And now, they can't have no salt. They can't have no. If you don't bring me some of that greasy fried motherfucking chicken up in here and let me smack my lips on it.
Yeah, but when it's gonna take them away from here that much sooner, it's like, okay, well, let's find a healthy balance here. Like
Okay, you keeping
a
them for who?
report. Uh,
It's keeping them for who? Yourself or them? That that I would die if people. That's why I'm putting my thing. I get to have salt and sugar whenever I want it, no matter how old I get. I mean it, no matter where I'm at.
right.
I mean, because it's ridiculous. But one thing that's good, and I don't know if anybody's ever tried this,
Mm.
the alternative to fried chicken is when you get the Kellogg's cornflakes and crumble them up, and all you do is you season your chicken,
Oh.
and you roll them up in them cornflakes crumbs. It
Mm-hmm.
tastes like fried chicken, and put them in the oven. It's so delicious.
And I got to do those cereal right there, along with some Captain Crunch, the plain ones. Put them both and once you get the both cereals crunched up, mix them together, and add some flour in there. It's called Captain Crunch chicken. Um, I used to remember the recipe verbatim, but I can't now. It's been so long because I don't eat fried food anymore. But you talk about good. Oh my God, so good. Make you want to.
Well, technically, that wouldn't be fried. It'd be in the oven baked.
No, I'm saying fry it. You could bake it, but yeah, it's not gonna the oven fried. But it tastes better deep fried.
I've never heard of that. I did the cornflakes.
Hmm.
Um, so delicious, so delicious. People said I've heard of that one. That too, my yeah, those are the best. And I think I cooked oven fried compared to I did chicken and pork chops with the cornflake, and it tastes like a crust. It tastes like it's been fried.
Hmm.
Yeah. Tara said we had a 20 grand in the Bay Area, San Jose, about 25 minutes from Oakland. Come on, somebody, 20 grand, yes.
Hmm.
Grand. Mm-hmm. But that was back in mama days in the 60s.
Appreciate it.
60s. We had the Latin quarters.
Was Latin
Yeah,
Latino
huh?
where the Latinos go?
That was just the name of the club where they
Oh.
had contests and drag shows and all that.
Mm.
Back in the day.
Fun to look back.
Well, Tara said, my great grandparents ate whatever they wanted and they lived to 97 and 98. So did my great grandmama. She ate whatever the hell she wanted. And she was 95.
And speaking It's like here recently, I started seeing where they're talking about even some, as far as being living healthy and getting your body right, and how so many things that are like household items that are poisoning us, even some of the fabrics of our clothes, like linens are really good to wear, but some of these other synthetic fabrics cause us illnesses. And I'm like, how I was thinking about, I was listening to whoever it was that was doing a talk about it. And I'm like, how did our elders survive? Because I'm sure they ate all the same food by virtue of like what Tara just said, what you were saying about your grandparents living forever. People didn't get sick like they used to, or if they did, they were sick and managed. But people didn't get sick, animals weren't sick. I'm remember dogs being in the neighborhood, just stray dogs, and it seemed like they lived forever. But now it's like it's a drastic change. But I thought the fabric thing, I'm like, that's way too much. So really, in order for everybody to be completely healthy, you'd pretty much have to get rid of your entire wardrobe and start over with healthy fabrics, cotton, everything cotton or linen. I can't even remember what the others. It was like I was overwhelmed listening to it. I'm like, well, dang, you try everything you can within your reach to be healthy, to live healthy, and to improve your health. But your clothing, I mean, I don't know. I can see where, like, hanging your clothes like back in the day, hanging it outside in the sun on the clothesline. But who has clotheslines anymore? You pop it in the washer and the dryer and be done. I don't know. Some
Able
people,
to, yeah, Sarah, they didn't care what no doctor really said, because for a long time they didn't even go to a doctor.
yeah, they were doing all this whole holistic stuff. You know.
Or they was just riding it out.
Mm-hmm. That too.
My father's mother, she was down south. She had all them remedies and stuff that I'll never forget. I had thrush. I had I had got chicken pox and I had thrush.
Mm-hmm.
My and I'll never forget. She got some of this blue ointment stuff, and she cut a piece of sheet and she scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed my tongue. And within 2 days, I was better.
Wow. Yeah.
She scrubbed. I thought she was trying to hurt me and kill me.
Mm-mm. It's
She,
like,
I,
go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking of some random remedies, like my ex outlaw, mother outlaw. Um, she was saying, to get my baby to take her first steps or to get her walking, because she was crawling and looking like she was ready, but she just never would. She was like, "Oh, girl, I know what you need to do. Just take some chicken booty and rub it on the baby's knees." I'm like, "What? Who? I've never heard of that." Um, it was a backwoods country remedy, but she swore out she did it, because I'm like, you ain't rubbing that stuff on my child. Of course, she had to watch the baby, but sure enough, she claimed she had done it, because not long after that, my baby did start walking.
Okay. Well, I knew I had a good remedy to make the baby stop crying. Just put a little E&J in their bottle. It worked every time.
Sure. I'm sure. Yep.
I had to do that with Star because Star cried so damn much. I had to make her a little hottie toddy.
Mm-mm.
God, she's about to be 30.
It's getting up there.
November the 12th, she'll be 30.
Oh, wow. That's coming up.
Yeah. Her and my mama would have been right together.
Wow.
I know that's a drastic change. I had to go from my mama to hers.
Yeah. Well, look, dude.
It's real quality. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
What you? What?
I was saying, yeah, I really need to get going so I can get this stuff done before I get too tired to get out there.
Why you didn't take the trash out today when you walked out?
Because I, at that point in time, the bag wasn't full.
That's
So,
just. I mean, why? Look, why don't you be like that lady off of next Friday? Go out there with some shorts on. I had a little young man come. Hey, Johnson, and take your trash out and stuff.
nah, I come out just the opposite. The moo, the big bathrobe, all of that. Mm-hmm.
You know what though? I am the one. I'm that child. I'm that type. And Mama just instilled it in me that I would always take people garbage out anyway.
Well, that's here right now. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna go so I could get this stuff out there.
I mean, thank you for coming out. You have a
Good night, chat.
good night. Good night. Okay, y'all. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here too, y'all. Mama, thank you for supporting the channel the other day. Y'all make sure y'all support this channel. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that stuff. I'm gonna sit here and hopefully I don't have to go to emergency tonight, and baby, I can hold it off to tomorrow. With all that being said, y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. This is your boy, Comedian Michael Allen. Peace.